This is the press briefing of the National Youth Council of Nigeria. A call on the Nigerian youth to calm down, be focused.
Sorry, start again.
Okay. This is the press briefing of the National Youth Council of Nigeria on current happenings. This 26th day of October 2020. A call on the Nigerian youth to calm down, be focused, at alert, and shun all forms of violence and criminality. The National Youth Council of Nigeria has been very consistent in our reasoned recommendations and directions for the country, especially at this trying period. Sadly, we have witnessed a great dose of bloodshed and wanton destruction in the last few weeks of the ENDSARS protests. We sincerely commiserate with those who lost their loved ones in the course of this struggle. May the Lord grant them eternal rest. We also sympathize with those who lost various valuable properties as a result of the ensuing riots. We are assured by the firm statement by President Muhammadu Buhari that the shootings of 20th October 2020 at the Lekki toll gate, which resulted in casualties, will be properly investigated and culprits dealt with appropriately with the necessary punitive measures. For an umpteen time, we sympathize with the casualties and bereaved families. It has become pertinent at this juncture that we urge the youth of our dear country to calm down, toe the path of focus in building a better Nigeria, maintain alertness against fake news and divisive messages while shunning all forms of violence and criminality. This is a time for sober reflection and deep analysis of issues as we seek to navigate our nation on the path of progress. There is no gainsaying the fact that the ENDSARS protest was genuine. The protest was successful to the extent that needed reforms in policing in Nigeria could no longer be glossed over. The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces responded swiftly and appropriately so, directed the Inspector General of Police to immediately proscribe the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, also known as SARS, while acceding to the other demands of the protests, and also called for dialogue with a view to implementing all the remaining requests raised by the Nigerian youths. It is unfortunate that the protest was hijacked by unpatriotic and rogue elements who hid under the cover of the chaos to commit a lot of arson, plunder our commonwealth, and even wreck the businesses of hapless, innocent citizens. Sadly, there are anarchists, criminals, and hoodlums on the loose under the guise of protesting. We urge Nigerian youth to forge a common front and fight against these enemies of our country. Secessionist groups, hardline criminals, and disgruntled politicians are also now on the prowl, waging a pseudo-war with the government and the Nigerian nation. As it is, we realize that we are being manipulated with concocted falsehood, twisted stories, fake news, and inflammatory statements. We need to be really circumspect and very calm to ensure that we sift the facts from falsehood. We also wish to use this medium to advise all Nigerian youths with genuine grievances, demands, or requests that we should not give these hoodlums and criminals any further cover by going back to the street again. We therefore advise that all protests should be totally suspended and our energies channeled in the right direction of placing the relevant demands on government. Lives have been lost and tempers are high. But the mindless looting and destruction of private and public properties in the midst of infrastructure deficit and economic challenges have no cogent justification. There is no relationship between peaceful protest, which is lawful and patriotic, and looting, arson, secession, and the drumbeats of tribal or religious wars. This is also another worrisome twist which we must maintain alertness against. This is not a time to begin to say the Igbos should leave Lagos or the Yorubas should leave Igbo land, like some people have hidden under this protest to do. This is not the time to say we are declaring Arewa Republic or that we are declaring any Biafra Republic. This is a time when we need to stand by each other as a nation and expunge all the common enemies of our dear country, Nigeria. The Nigerian youth is reminded that our national infrastructure is our common world, and these should be protected by each and every one of us. As youth, we must shun every and any divisive message laced with religious or ethnocentric undertones that are capable of putting us against one another. We therefore call on all religious leaders, leaders of sociocultural groups, and opinion molders to use this period to spread the message of peace, healing, and national unity. May we seize this opportunity to assure all Nigerian youths that the National Youth Council of Nigeria will follow up on government to ensure that the earlier patriotic demands of the ENDSARS protesters are met. We have also set up an independent platform to expeditiously address the other challenges faced by the Nigerian youth. These are challenges that range from unemployment, poverty, underdevelopment, and all other forms of deprivations. And we know working together, we will engage the government and forge a partnership that will result in a better and greater Nigeria. We therefore reiterate our advice to the Nigerian youth to calm down, to remain law-abiding, and allow government to do the needful. We must avoid any temptation to join the orchestrated criminality which is sweeping across the country under different names and guises. No responsible person can allow or support a total unwarranted breakdown of law and order. The NYCN will not support that either. The government itself will not tolerate that. Life has no spare. Therefore, any further acts of violence must be met with appropriate deterrent measures. Please do not join criminals in their depravity, as the full weight of the law will have its wrath visited on all culprits. Our message has been passed loud and clear throughout the weeks of our protests, and the authorities have also heard clearly our demands. Answers are on the way, and the National Youth Council of Nigeria will ensure that every felt need of Nigerian youth is met with to the best of the capacities or capabilities that are within our reach. We must give peace a chance, and we must also give government the opportunity and time to act accordingly. We have no other country aside Nigeria. Let us therefore maintain eternal vigilance as the prize of our true liberty in our quest to build a greater, united, and more prosperous nation, Nigeria.